Hey guys, welcome back to the checkpoint for another No Man's Sky video, and today we're breaking down the final trailer in the 4-trailer miniseries by PlayStation. This is my analysis of the No Man's Sky Survive trailer. So first up, we get this amazing new shot of a brand new planet. Oh wait, it's Bolari 5. The same planet we've seen in gameplay trailer after gameplay trailer since the game's conception. Anyway, the most important thing are these emblems in the bottom left. We've got an ice one on Bolari 5, followed by a radioactive one on Turner, and a fire one on the next planet, and a biohazard one on the next, indicating the different types of threats players will find on different planets. As soon as we hit this biohazardous planet here, you can see it says toxic protection at 25%, which looks like it is linked to this green bar in the bottom left, which is a quarter of the way up and falling. Next we have this shot of Bolari 5 again, and we see here that the player's cold protection is at 0 and he is starting to take damage to his health, and his vision is getting a little obscured, which is obviously not good. We can also see a monolith in the background here. Remember that you can use these to learn alien languages to communicate with NPCs. It's also worth noting that once damaged, the character makes a distinctively male grunt, indicating that a character is indeed a dude, but it is yet to be seen whether or not we can change this. Going ahead here, we have this shot of a structure at the bottom of this very green planet. This is almost definitely a toxic planet, and it's likely that these structures will protect you from the biohazardous environment once inside. We then get this shot of the player walking back up to his starship as he starts to get damaged by radiation on this planet. You can also see that as soon as your radiation protection hits 0, you get this notification in the bottom right telling you what to do to avoid dying, which is obviously quite helpful. In this case, it's seek shelter. However, underneath it we see restore hazard protection, so maybe that's what this elusive white bar underneath the red one is. Maybe that's your hazard protection. We also get a shot of the hazard protection in its physical form on the right there. Next we get this very brief shot of a sandstorm. Now as the camera pans along, this little blue thing pops up on the screen, and I cannot for the life of me work out what the hell it actually is. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. We get a few more shots of Bolari 5 here again. They really love Bolari 5, followed by this one where the player plucks the top of this plant off, and you can see here that by interacting with this particular plant, you actually restore your cold resistance. So not only can you escape hazards by seeking shelter or upgrading your suit, but by interacting with the plant life of No Man's Sky. We get a few more shots of some landscapes here before we settle on this shot. Now what really caught my eye with this one is the two statue type things in the bottom left. They're these plinth things with red cubes above them, and I'm really not sure what it could be used for. The fact that there is two of them so spaced apart and in line with each other says to me that we need to go between them as a sort of gate. But perhaps I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think these statues could be used for in the comment section down below, whether you think they're anything at all. It's just something that caught my eye really. Next we have this downed Korvax distress beacon, and as soon as we see the player interact with the beacon, this small handle pops up at the top here and the whole beacon kind of begins to open up, so perhaps we'll find some sort of loot within the circular door at the front there. I don't know. We then have a shot of a save station, and this one is sort of different to all the other save stations we've seen before because this one in particular is outside, so perhaps you need to do some sort of puzzle to unlock the station, or they might spawn at random, who knows. We then see the binocular feature, some sentinel fighting, and then we see the equipment screen, which we've seen before in the previous trailer. So now if you look closer at the equipment selection screen, you can see all sorts of different items like life support and your jetpack. There is also a charge feature where you collect oxide elements to sort of power up and charge up your items, probably to make them stronger and more effective against bad guys. We get a load more landscape scenes here before we finally see a shipwreck here. So it's unknown whether or not this is a player ship or a procedurally generated shipwreck. Part of me says it's the players, since if you look closer at the details on the ship there, they look relatively similar to the ones we've seen on playable ships in the game before. But it could be a procedurally generated and kind of placed shipwreck as well, since we have another one of our NPC flags there. Now this could be a Korvax flag, or it could be an entirely new NPC race we haven't seen yet. Either way, this indicates to me that this isn't a player's down ship, but an NPC's. We get a few more shots of a bunch of stuff here, and then boom, that is the 4-part miniseries done and complete. If you enjoyed this breakdown or any of the other breakdowns from the past few weeks, let me know in the comment section down below. The hype levels are through the roof right now, so if you're hyped for No Man's Sky 2, give the video a like and subscribe for more No Man's Sky content every week. But for now, this has been Steve, that's been No Man's Sky, checkpoint complete.